What is up guys, Joe here, back with another video. Today I wanted to cover a complete guide on how to yield farm on the Trader Joe platform within Avalanche. So Trader Joe bills itself as a one-stop shop for everything DeFi on Avalanche. You can trade, you can pool, you can farm, you can stake, you can even zap. And currently Avalanche is ranked number 4 in total value locked, with over 10 billion in total value locked on their protocol. And if you click inside, you do see that the number 2 protocol under the chain is Trader Joe with over 1.42 billion in total value locked. So Joe is the native token for the Trader Joe platform, and it did reach a previous all-time high of $4.88. So there's a ton of things you can do with the Joe token. You can even lend it, or you can even stake it. So there's a ton of pools within the Trader Joe platform, with some of them offering up to 600% APR, or even 3%, 8%, 5% for starters. So today I wanted to cover a complete guide on how to yield farm within the Trader Joe platform and start earning high bearing rewards. So let's get started. So the first thing you would want to do is install the Metamask wallet. So the website here is metamask.io, and you would click on the download button. On here you would click on install Metamask for Chrome, and from here go ahead and add this wallet to your Chrome extension, and the wallet icon will appear on your top right toolbar section here. And by default only the Ethereum network is pre-installed in Metamask, so you will have to manually add the Avalanche network, and that's a super easy process. But go over to support.avax.network, and on here gives you a step-by-step guide on how to manually add the Avalanche network. So you would go over to your Metamask wallet, and under your network list click on add network, and from here you would plug in the individual fields such as the network name, the URL, the chain ID, the symbol, the explorer, and one by one you would plug those in there and hit save. This would manually add the Avalanche network to your Metamask wallet. And as you can see, I already have previously stored some Avalanche token within my Metamask wallet here. So once you've added the Avalanche network, you're going to want to buy and send some Avalanche from Coinbase and send it over to the Metamask wallet. And on Coinbase, on the Avalanche page, go ahead and click on send and receive. And under send, you would choose the amount of Avalanche you would like to send. Let's say 1. And under 2, you would paste your Metamask address. So back to the Metamask wallet, and make sure you're under the Avalanche network, and your address is available down here. You would copy this and go ahead and paste that in here. You can write a message, it's not necessary, and then from there you would hit continue and confirm the transaction. Great, and once your wallet is funded, the next step would be to visit the Trader Joe website. So the website here is traderjoexyz.com. And from here you want to navigate to the trade page, and from here you're going to want to connect your Metamask wallet to the Trader Joe page. So on the top right you would click on the Metamask icon and go ahead and approve the connection. Cool, so once that is connected, we're going to want to swap some Avalanche for some USDCE and some USDC. This is a stable coin strategy, so let me show you real quick under the pool page. This is the pool here we're going to want to contribute to. So this is the USDCE and the USDC pair. So in order to get these two coins, you're going to have to swap some Avalanche for some USDC. Keep in mind, anytime you're providing liquidity to a pool, it's a 50-50 ratio. You need equal amounts of dollar value of both of the coins. So because both of the coins are USDC, they're both stable coin, both should be approximate amounts of equal value. So let me show you. So under trade, our balance in my wallet here is 1.96 Avalanche, and first step is we're going to want to convert some Avalanche for some USDCE, and it's already preloaded here. So let's go ahead and preload 0.15. That's roughly $11 of USDC. So if you scroll lower, there is a liquidity provider fee, which is a swap fee of 0.0045. That's normal anytime you're swapping. You're going to want to go ahead and approve this transaction. So hit swap and verify this information is correct, and verify the transaction on your Metamask. So the transaction was submitted. Now the transaction was confirmed. You can view it on the Explorer, which is Snowtrace. This would show you the execution on the blockchain, the public ledger. Cool, so my new balance here is 11.31 of USDC. And if I click on my Metamask, you do see that I have 11.31 USDC. So this version is different from the other version, which we're gonna swap for next, which is USDCE. The .E means it's an Ethereum version. So the first version is an Avalanche version, native to the Avalanche blockchain. And the second version is the .E version, which is the wrapped Ethereum version. Very minor difference. So next, we're gonna want to swap for some USDCE. So we click here and here we go. Same idea, 0.15, and should be roughly the same value, 11 coins of USDCE. And go ahead and confirm this transaction, hit swap, confirm swap, verify on your MetaMask. The transaction was submitted, great. And the transaction was confirmed, and again you can view it on Snowtrace. And before I forget, if you want to add the coins to your MetaMask so you can view them within your wallet, all you would do is hit this button here, add USDCE to wallet, and this would add this token over under your assets. So as you can see, my USDC balance updated, and same goes for the regular USDC Avalanche version. You would navigate to USDCE and from there hit add USDC to wallet, and again this would populate the token under your assets. Cool, now that we've swapped for some USDCE and some USDC, our next step would be to navigate to the pool page, and we're gonna enter the vault and provide liquidity. So let's take a moment to talk about strategy. So when it comes to DeFi platforms, automated market makers, and DEXs such as Trader Joe, there are 3 LP farming strategies you can work with. So the first is a stablecoin pair, which is what we're doing. So this is when you pair a stablecoin with another stablecoin. This is the essentially safest investment. It's the lowest risk. There's no impermanent loss since the peg will not be lost. The value of the coins will remain the same at $1 always. So it's low risk, but at the same time, it's low yield. For this strategy, we're netting roughly 10% APR for becoming a liquidity provider. So stablecoin LPs are the best option whenever you're in a bear market or you think you're entering a bear market. This is the best way to protect your investment and continue to earn a yield even when other coins are falling in value. So another option would be to pair a stablecoin with a regular coin. For example, pairing a stablecoin with, say, AVAX or Trader Joe token. So this is a medium risk strategy, and there will be some impermanent loss accrued. So impermanent loss is essentially when your original ratio of coins deposited becomes unbalanced. They become uneven. The dollar amount you always contribute will always remain the same. Let's say you contribute $100 total, that will always remain the same, but the actual whole units of coins will change. So instead of you having deposited 50 in one coin and 50 in another, impermanent loss means you might end up with something that's 60-40, 70-30. The balance of the original coins changes, but ultimately the dollar value stays the same. That's what impermanent loss means. The original ratio becomes unbalanced. So now the riskiest strategy, but the one that earns the most rewards, is pairing a regular coin with another regular coin. So for example, you can pair the AVAX coin with Joe token. So obviously, because the value of both of these coins will be changing each and every minute, impermanent loss will be real. But keep in mind, these pools tend to have the most rewards. And we're talking about APRs such as 50%, 100% or above. So just to recap, a stablecoin pair would usually net you roughly 10%, maybe even lower, 5%. The medium strategy here would net you roughly 20 to 30%, somewhere around that ballpark. But the most riskiest strategy is pairing 2 regular coins would net you the most rewards because it's the most riskiest. And this would net you roughly 50% to 100%. Sometimes even more in rewards. So always keep this in mind whenever you're entering a new pool or you're yield farming. Keep in mind what the market cycle is going through. Are you in a bear market? Are you in a bull cycle? Are you neutral? Are you trading sideways? That will determine how you should implement your strategy. For this example today, I am doing the stablecoin strategy. because we might be entering a bear market soon, and I don't mind 10% APR rewards. 10% is a solid return just for providing liquidity on stable coin pairs. Cool, so now that we've had that covered, let's go navigate to the pool page and into the USDC vault. So let's go to the pool tab here. And like I mentioned, you can sort the different pairs by total value locked. That's the amount of liquidity within that pool, or you can even sort by APR. So the most popular pair is the USDC AVAX pair. That would net you roughly 17% APR. So that pool there would be this stablecoin and regular coin strategy. Here's another pair, Avalanche and USDTE. This will net you 14%. So this is again similar, a medium risk strategy. But what we're looking for is our stable coin pair, which is this USDCE and USDC. So off the bat, this would net you roughly 4.98, which is about 5% APR. So let's go ahead and click in there, and it brings you to the vault. And in this section here, it provides the amount of liquidity people have brought in, the 24-hour volume, the fees accrued for liquidity providers, and the APR. So under this section here, under the add section, for input here, you would hit max. It'll populate the max amount of the USDC Avalanche coin you had, and it'll automatically populate the equal ratio for the other coin. So remember, 50-50 ratio of both coins. Each side of the pool must equal the same dollar amount. So this looks correct. And when you deposit coins into a pool, in return, you're given a receipt, and those receipts are called LP tokens. So on the Trader Joe platform, they call the LP tokens JLP, which means Joe LP tokens. So go ahead and approve USDC and approve on your Metamask, confirm. And the transaction was approved. You can view it on the Snow Trace Explorer. Now you're gonna have to approve the other side of the pair. Hit approve again, and one more time, confirm on Metamask. And the transaction was confirmed. So lastly, our last step here is hit supply and verify this information is correct, and our share of the pool would be 0.00009217%. Very tiny amount, I know, but this is strictly for tutorial purposes. So we're gonna hit confirm supply and confirm on Metamask one more time. Transaction was submitted, it's broadcasting. It should only take a couple of seconds. And the transaction was confirmed. We've added USDCE and USDC. So we click on the Snow Trace Explorer here. Here's the confirmation, the success checkmark. Cool, so in order to view your LP tokens, your JLP tokens, under this Explorer, go ahead and click on this Joe LP icon. And from here, this would bring you to the contract address for the platform. So go back to Metamask. And under assets, go ahead and scroll lower and import tokens. And under token contract address, go ahead and copy this and go ahead and paste it into the address here. And as you can see, it'll auto-populate the JLP token for you. So because I've previously added, it won't let me add a duplicate. But once you confirm that, you'll be able to view your assets under this tab here. Cool, so now that we have our LP tokens, the next step would be to deposit these LP tokens into the farm page. So this is almost like double staking. So when we're providing liquidity, we're earning roughly 5% on this half. But when you go ahead and you farm your LP tokens, you're earning an extra 6% on top of that. So 5% plus 6%, you're getting 11% total rewards. It's a great return. So from this pool, let's go ahead and click on the farm page. And here are some of the other farms available to you. So some of these are more exotic, like AVAX Fly Pair, AVAX Money, AVAX DEG. This one is netting you 687%. This AVAX Defi at 638. AVAX Staked AVAX 7%. But keep in mind, all of these exotic pools are utilizing this method here. They're pairing a regular coin with a regular coin, and in turn, it's high risk, high reward. So depending on your risk appetite, make sure you know what you're doing if you're providing liquidity to some of these pools. And also, it does make sense to provide liquidity to some of these pools when the APR is super high, because at that point, impermanent loss won't even matter. The rewards are so high, it offsets any loss. So you're earning a lot on the back end, which will make up the impermanent loss anyway. Cool, so let's look for the USDC pair that I am looking for. And here we go, USDC with USDCE. So the pool APR 5% plus Joe APR is 1%. So in total, that's 6% for this farm sector, right? And the rewards are paid out in the native Joe token. So once you found the farm there, you're gonna wanna deposit your LP tokens into this LP farm. So under this farm page, under stake, here's our LP token balance, and we're gonna hit max, and it auto populates for us. So go ahead and hit approve and confirm in your Metamask wallet. Great, and the transaction was approved. And once more, you can view it on the Snowtrace Explorer, which is the public ledger. Cool, and if you refresh the web page, you do see that our balance here is populated, and we don't have any Joe rewards yet, but keep in mind, rewards are paid out once a day, and you will have to manually claim them. And in order to claim them, you would go back into this vault, just click on harvest. Great, and finally, you're gonna have to decide what to do with your Joe rewards. You can either swap the Joe for other tokens, or you can stake the Joe token. So the first option is going back to trade. And once you've claimed your rewards, you can swap the Joe token for anything else you would like. You can swap it for USDC, you can swap it for some AVAX, and even if you do Avalanche, you can withdraw the Avalanche back to Coinbase if you would like. So that's one option for you, or you can even, if you did the USDC route, you can continue providing more liquidity back into the same pool. So that's one option for you. The other option would be to stake the Joe token. So if you go over to the stake page and under SJoe, meaning stake Joe, here you would upload your balance, and from there you can start staking the Joe token. And when you stake the Joe token, you're paid out in USDC. So staking the Joe token will net you roughly 25% APR. So there's various creative ways for you to keep compounding your rewards. You can swap, you can add more liquidity, you can stake. Really depends on how creative you want to get. And don't forget, under the lend page, you can always lend out your Avalanche for 8% Avalanche, or USDCE, you can lend it out for 5%. This is also a low risk, low reward strategy. So that about covers a complete guide on how to yield farm on the Trader Joe platform. I'm super bullish on all the services they offer, and they really are a hybrid platform that offers some of the best yields out there. You can stake, you can lend, you can provide liquidity, the list goes on. And don't forget to keep this guide in mind anytime you're LP farming. You definitely want to know which way you want to approach your investment. If you're more on the safer side or you're more on the riskier side. It just depends on your risk appetite and what market cycle we're in. So I'm super bullish on the Trader Joe platform. They're adding a ton of new features to their network every week, and more users are flocking to their services. You can keep up to date with all of their announcements and updates at their official Twitter page at TraderJoe_XYZ. So I hope you found this information helpful. If you have any questions, please leave a question in the comment section. I'll be happy to respond. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.